Okay, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm heading towards Yalata, on the way to the Nullabor Roadhouse. So I've done about 35k, I think, this morning from Nundroo. Not quite the stop I thought it was going to be. I imagined some kind of oasis. It was not, but it did the job. Big ride to get there yesterday, about 153 kilometers. I was a bit shagged by the end. I think 120 is about what's comfortable. Anything less, I feel like I've wasted the day. But unfortunately, anything more, I'm drawing upon energy reserves. I don't really want to draw upon, because they can affect the next day's performance. Having said that, I got out of bed pretty well this morning. For the first time, I did hit the snooze button twice. So instead of getting up at 6, I got up at 6:20. But part of the reason for that is I'm heading west, and I probably do need to set my alarm now for 6:20 and then slowly move it forward until I cross the border. So today is going to be bigger than I thought. I thought about 1:30 to Nullabor, but I think it might be closer to 1:45. It's very doable. Just got to keep the sugars up, keep the water up. I've got plenty of water for today. I did puncture one of my two 10-litre bladders, so I fixed that last night. Hopefully I fixed it. I put a bike tube puncture repair on it, a repair patch. So we'll see if that holds, but in the interest of letting it dry out, I didn't put any water in today. So I've left with probably 8 litres in the good bladder, a couple of water bottles full, and a bottle of Coke. The magic of Coke, I've got to say, it's awesome. It's not only wet and got a bit of caffeine, but it's got the sugar. It's just got the perfect mix. I'm going up a hill, obviously. Probably not obvious from the vision, but obvious from my breathing. None of the hills are hard. Just got to choose the right gear and right position on the bike and just pedal. And that's what I'm doing now. I don't know, it's probably a 4% gradient. The bike is superb. The gears, everything's working really well. I shouldn't be saying that, should I? Maybe I need to shut up and turn the video off. Well, here I am. I think it's day 11. Riding from Nundroo, forgot the name of it, Nundroo to Nullabor, to the Roadhouse there. About 140k ride. I'm just gone 50 k's into it at Yalata, which is an Aboriginal community settlement. I noticed the entrances into the community are closed due COVID, so I won't be able to go in there. And I did think or hope there'd be some form of Roadhouse for a coffee. No Roadhouse, no coffee. Luckily I had one at Nundroo. I had to hang around a little bit for the shop to open so I could get that coffee, but that was good. A little bit of a tailwind again. This is, I don't think it gets much better. The weather's amazing. not too hot. I do feel it when it gets warm, but yeah, not too hot. The wind's not strong, probably 5k an hour, but I'd rather have the 5k's coming from behind than coming from in front. So I've brought my own snack, and here it is. The boys. Good old Coca-Cola. Oh man. It's getting a little warm, but I'll probably drink, I've drunk a third of it this morning. I'll drink another third now and save a third in case I need it. But I am about to knock off a family size block of chocolate. I reckon it's the Coke and the chocolate that's keeping me going. Just need the sugar. So I'm carrying about 12 litres of water today, in case I don't get to Nullabor, to the Roadhouse there for tonight. That should be plenty. Yeah, it's time for me to eat. I'm about 20 k's west of Yellowtail. Very up and down, and some of the hills, they're still not just a little bit of a nuisance, but I think I'm about to go down all of them in one go. Very steep, long descent. It's not particularly steep, maybe 4%. But hopefully that's the end of the ups and the downs, but unfortunately there's no guarantee of that. So I'm just coasting, giving the legs a bit of a rest. Not real hard work. Got the gears. I still have heaps of gears up my sleeve, so they're not really hard hills, but they're quite relentless, one after the other. Tended to go down 20 metres, up 20 metres, down 20 metres, up 20 metres. It's not 20 metres in length, that's 20 metres in altitude. I'm still approaching Nullabor, about 32k to go. And here's an over-width vehicle. So I'll do the right thing. Yeah, pretty big, pretty big. So it's been an interesting afternoon. I bumped into two fellas I met yesterday, the cyclists going to Mawson Trail. And they'd come from Perth, across the border, I'm assuming yesterday. And got to Ceduna, and the police had set up a checkpoint and said, oh, you're from WA, you guys got COVID, go back to the border. Hence they passed me again today, this time going west, back to the border. So they have to sit at the border. They're hoping just for a day to get word that they're free to come back into South Australia, or otherwise they have to either hold there a few days, could be longer, so they might have to blow off their trip. Nice guys. They commented that my bike was very visible approaching it from in front, but I'm not so visible from behind, which surprised me. So they gave me a yellow safety vest. So I now wear the yellow safety vest, so I'm even more visible, I guess from both directions. So yeah, really nice guys. Doug and I think it was Igris. Sorry if I've got that wrong. So I guess hopefully I'll pass them again tomorrow or the next day. So I'm still shooting for Nullabor tonight. 30 odd k's to go, and I've still got a couple hours of sunlight. The aim would be to stay at the caravan park there. So hopefully, for their sake, I'll see them either tomorrow shooting east again, or the next day. And today has been up and down and up and down. I think the bigger hills are behind me. It'd be nice to know that when I get to the top of this climb, there's no more. It's all downhill. And I'm not sure that's going to be the case. So here we've got a truck approaching. I've already checked the mirror. Nothing from behind. And I've got to say, that was a surprise. No turbulence from him. Sometimes the turbulence is phenomenal. I suppose it depends on how aero the truck is. If it's not aero, oh, it really knocks you around. You normally, the truck passes, you count to 3, and then whoosh, you get the wind, and it lasts about 10 seconds. It lasts long enough that you think it's going to last forever, and then it dissipates. So I'll keep you on until I push over this hill. Again, the hills aren't that tough. I'm in the middle at the front, and I've still got 4 or 5 to go at the back. So actually, in fact, I'm probably mid-range gear there. I think the tailwind might have something to do with it. I'd call it a 5k an hour tailwind. Maybe gusting to 10. It's quite nice when a vehicle goes past, especially a truck. They tend to whip you along a bit. So we've just had one vehicle, and I can hear another one coming. A bit noisier, so maybe it's a truck. It is a truck, so let's see how he goes. Now I don't have much shoulder here. He's pulling out, that's good. Not bad. Some trucks go even wider than that. That one will do. Oh, and the terrain has just changed. It's starting to look a little more like a treeless plain, though I can see trees. But only a kilometre or so back, it was a lot of salmon gum or mallee. So it has changed. Oh, the sun's gone behind the cloud, which is amazing. Caravan coming and passing. I am a little pooped, that's for sure. 153 yesterday, and I'm currently sitting on about 110, 112. I'll give you the exact number in just a second. 114, just hit. So there's about 30 to go. I'm going to stop at the 30k marker. That's coming up right about now. I'll just stop, scull a whole bottle of water, shake the legs about, and then do the same at the 15k to go, and then hopefully I'll be good.